Hey, welcome to Movie Mumble episode 3. So today we're going to actually change it up today and talk about new trailers. And then I'm going to have actually crazy day today. Not only we're changing it up, I'm going to have 2 picks for you today. I'm going to talk about movies that are loosely based on classic books. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so first trailer that we're going to talk about today is Thank You for Sharing, which comes out September 20th. It's actually about sex addicts and kind of how they're dealing with that. It's kind of a comedy, I think, kind of maybe a little darker of a comedy. Looks really good. Looks very promising. Has an amazing cast. So just to name a few, we have Mark Ruffalo, Gwyneth Paltrow, Tim Robbins, Josh Gad that we know from like The Book of Mormon, Love and Other Drugs. He's an up-and-comer, great actor. And then also making, I think, her first time appearance in films is Pink. Looks really interesting. You should definitely go check out the trailer, and I'm actually really excited to check this out in theaters. So the next movie we're going to go on to is Prince Avalanche. Comes out August 9th. And this is actually with Paul Rudd and Emile Hirsch, who I haven't seen in films in a while. I think he's best known for Into the Woods, which was also a very good movie. So this film was actually part of Sundance and has received some awards at some of the movie festivals. It looks really interesting, kind of quirky film. It shows this relationship between these two guys, Paul Rudd and Emile Hirsch, and Paul Rudd kind of like lives in the woods, and Emile Hirsch seems like kind of a slacker. And so it's kind of their relationship and how it develops. And just from the trailer, it looks really fun, really interesting, and really kind of quirky, like one of those independent films. I kind of have the feel of like Lars and the Real Girl, that kind of tone of the film a little bit, and that kind of cinematography I feel like kind of matches up with that. So that looks really interesting. The next one, which I'm really kind of excited for, is Adore. It just says coming soon on the trailer. This one is with Robin Wright, also known as Princess Buttercup from The Princess Bride, and Naomi Watts. So looks super scandalous, super provocative. That's what all like the reviewers and stuff were saying on the trailer, but it totally does. It's about these like 2 lifelong friends, Robin Wright and Naomi Watts, lifelong friends, best friends, whatever. They have 2 sons that are probably like in their 20s that are also like best friends. But what happens within the trailer is like one of the friends falls in love with like the other son, and then they have like really intense sex and relationships. That looks really good. I don't know. It's something kind of different that I haven't really seen. It looks really interesting. Excited about that one. That one's gonna be. So now everyone's kind of been anticipating this one, and that's Jobs. Comes out on August 16th. This one I kind of got the same exact feel of The Social Network. That's like the first time I saw it, I'm like, oh, this feels just like The Social Network. But that was a really good film, so I feel like if it's just as good as The Social Network, would be good. Ashton Kutcher looks really good as Steve Jobs. I think he's going to do really well. Josh Gad's also in this, and then Dermot Mulroney and J.K. Simmons is in it. So it has a pretty solid cast. Looks really good. I'm really excited to see this. I think the trailer holds up to the hype. And who doesn't want to learn about Steve Jobs and check out his life and Apple, because it's such a big part of our culture now is Apple. Okay, so the next film I want to talk to you about is actually Crystal Fairy. I've never, like, this looks really wacky. Really weird, wacky. It looks interesting, though. The name by itself sounds like it's not about, like, crystal meth or anything. That's what I got from the trailer, like, the name, but that's not what it's about. Anyway, so this one's Michael Cera and Gabby Huffman. I'm not really familiar with her, but she's the leading actress. So these group of guys, led kind of by like Michael Cera, who I love. Who doesn't love Michael Cera? Come on, let's be real. So Michael Cera, they're in Chile trying to look for some stuff, and they come across this girl named Crystal Fairy, and she's like a freak. I don't know why they just take her on, and it's kind of their like wacky adventure in Chile. And so I don't know. It looks fun, interesting, caught my eye. It's different, so I'd probably put that on, like, getting ready to watch. And then, of course, I have to talk about this. If you saw my last episode, then you saw me in my Anchorman shirt. So Anchorman, the sequel's coming out. Legend continues. I'm so excited for it. I had really high expectations for the new trailer coming out because I always got the teases. I don't know, maybe because my expectations are so high, I don't think it was met. It still looks really funny, and then I was looking at the IMDb profile and the rest of the cast. There's like a ton of cameos in it. Like Nicole Kidman's supposed to be in it, like everyone and their mom's supposed to be in it. So it looks, and I know Drake's supposed to be in it too. So it still looks really funny. I mean, I'm gonna watch it obviously, and I think everyone who's a huge fan of Anchorman should probably go see it. If you haven't seen it, you should still check it out. It looks really fun and interesting. That comes out December 20th, and it's just a yes all the way around. I mean, it's Anchorman and Will Ferrell, so So here's some other trailers that I think you should also check out. Spectacular Now. It's from the makers of 500 Days of Summer. That's one of my favorite films, and I think if they're going to make another movie with the same kind of feel, it should be interesting. And this is with Shailene Woodley, best known for The Descendants and Secrets of an American Teenager. Yeah, that one. And then one of the guys from 21 and Over is in it. Some Girls also looks very interesting. Has a really good cast. It's this guy going back to his ex-girlfriend, saying kind of I messed up, apologizing. Christian Bale, the guy from the OC, I can't remember his name. It happens. There's like a ton of really good actresses are in it with the guy from the OC. This one I'm really excited about too, but I can't talk about it more, but it was more like a teaser trailer. The Lego Movie. That one just looks super cute and funny. It looks like it's going to be like one of those like kid movies that's like really meant for adults. And it looks so funny. I just know Will Arnett is a part of that, and I love him. Sorry, everyone from Arrested Development, you just have to love. And then what else is on there? Only Good. Only God Forgives. That's the new Ryan Gosling movie comes out. Okay, so I'm showing the makers of Drive, and you could totally tell from the trailer, like, the people who made Drive are making this film. Looks really interesting, looks really violent like Drive. So if you like Drive, this is probably going to be like it, and I don't know, I think it looks really good. I like Drive, and I enjoyed it, and it looks really awesome. Okay, and then The Wolf on Wall Street, that one looks really good. Leonardo DiCaprio looks so good. So it's not really like Wall Street, like with Michael Douglas. It looks kind of more, like that one's just really dark and deep. This one's still dark, but it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's a lot more modern and kind of, just like the cinematography-wise and everything, looks a lot more modern, and it's really kind of extravagant instead of like dark and like gritty and like get it work. This one just looks kind of like how people like live, like they're like just amazing, spectacular lives, and I don't know. It looks interesting, looks really good. Leo looks like it's another showstopper. And then my brother's gonna kill me for this one, but Runner with Ben Affleck and Justin Timberlake. I don't know. It looks kind of formulaic of one of those like action like movies. It's like I don't know. Looks really formulaic. I love both of them so much, but I wasn't really too impressed with the trailer. I don't know. It looks like it's been done before, like cinematography, like the music and everything. It's like I feel like I've already seen it already. Like as in this been made already, like a million times. It's like Shooter and like those type of films. I feel like it's like just mass produced all the time. That's what I got from that. At least from the trailer. Maybe if you watch it, that one's better, but sorry, Mark. Okay, sorry for such a long episode today. I just had a lot to talk about. So my picks today are movies based loosely on classic books. So I'm actually going to talk to you about two movies. We're going to talk about Clueless and 10 Things I Hate About You, which I think are totally underestimated for the type of films they are. I think they both give justice to these classic stories. I love both of them. They're two of my favorite films. First off, Clueless I think is one of the best well-written movies, and I think it just really captures that generation. Even though it was only in the 90s for a couple years, I like 90s stuff and pop culture, so I feel like I kind of know. But still really well written, really fun. Alicia Silverstone is amazing and so nice to watch. Young Paul Rudd. Doesn't love Paul Rudd. That cast is amazing, and just how they work together and how the characters really interact with each other. It's really nice to see. It's really fun to watch, and it's a good story. And I think it's like really enjoyable. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely go check it out. It's a great film. And then 10 Things I Hate About You. Everyone and their mom's in that movie. Heath Ledger, JGL, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, if you don't know. Oh shit, what can I not think of her name? And Julia Stiles is in that movie too. And I just love how that cast works together too. Like both these casts are just spectacular together, and it's just so much fun to watch. And I think this also really kind of shows like that generation as well, like early 2000s, and kind of just like high school and kind of how you're feeling, like all the social pressures and what you have to be. And I really enjoyed watching that. And I really kind of like the love stories in it. I know it's kind of cheesy, whatever, but it's really. I also think this one's really well written. It's really fun. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. And Heath Ledger's in it, man. He always brings it. And It's nice to see a young Joseph Gordon-Levitt and kind of see where he started off, and Julia Stiles does a great job in it. So definitely check out these 2 movies. Alright, so thank you for watching Movie Mumble with Marissa, episode 3. Sorry that it's so late. I know I kind of skipped a week. I got busy. So, stuff happened. So I should, if something doesn't happen. Oh, it's 4th of July. Isn't it coming soon? Yeah, I'll try to, okay. It's not like that many people watch it, so if I skip another week, I don't think really people are going to notice. But I will try to have another episode next week, again on Thursday. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and kind of check out these trailers. I don't know, it's kind of nice checking out the trailers, see what's going on, get an idea what's coming out. I don't know, definitely check out all of them, or at least the ones that I said are going to be good. Or check out all of them, make up your own decision, what do I know. Alright, so have a good weekend, everyone.